Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Murder Behind the Mic from the Icebox Radio Theater and Pranksters Ink. My name is Jeffrey Adams, and 20 years ago, I founded the Icebox Radio Theater in the tiny village of International Falls, Minnesota. How I came to be in Burbank this evening is a very long story. We won't go into it here, but suffice to say, thrilled to be here, thrilled to partner with this wonderful cast and with Pranksters Ink. To give you, I think, a very special evening. Some housekeeping items first. We're going to be doing 3 pieces tonight, 2 original and 1 recreation of a classic Philip Marlowe episode. We have a short intermission, kind of halfway through. Of course, as you probably already noticed, wine, water, and popcorn is available in the lobby. We have a lovely, 2015 Charles Shaw paired with a 2025 Orville Redenbacher. I think you'll enjoy very much. Restrooms go out. It's a bit of a hike, just so you know. You go out the building, take a left, take another left, all the way down to the end of the building, and then tuck into the alley. I'm not kidding. This is really where the restrooms are. And there will be an open door. Has anyone checked to see if the door is actually open?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Catch a number 10 bus, get off at the Disneyland. Okay. Let's meet our wonderful cast. We're very, very thrilled. Me coming from a small town, and Rachel Molasig and Pranksters Ink organizing this has been a thrill for me. But first of all, am I going to get this wrong? Borracho, Spanish for drunken's bum. I'm telling you about the actor here for the Hollywood Fringe Festival, and also he's with the Actors Intensive at IAMA Theater Company. Please welcome Shane Billings, ladies and gentlemen. Our next performer is an actor, writer, director, and singer working in film, TV, theater, and voiceover. Her credits include Spring Awakening, Alien vs. Musical, Future Shock, and Slayers, a Buffyverse story. Welcome, please, Ali Costa. Next up is a real triple threat who's performed from coast to coast in a wide variety of shows, including Spamalot, Oklahoma, Chicago, the musical, and of course, Fiddler on the Roof, Andrew Landecker, ladies and gentlemen. And an award-winning screenwriter and actor on screens big, small, and stage small and intimate. Sorry, messed up. Chris can most recently be seen in the celebrated TV series Middlehood, festival darling How I Spent My Summer Vacation, and the forthcoming feature The Bank Yank. Chris Malika, ladies and gentlemen. And in addition to a slew of TV credits, including HBO's Watchmen, 911 Lone Star, and Bosch, our next performer wrote, directed, and stars in her own feature film, See You Next Christmas, which you can watch right now on Peacock and Tubi. Put your phones away. No, I didn't mean right now, literally. Christine Weatherup, ladies and gentlemen. And for music this evening, we're very blessed to have a great artist who's been working solo in various groups all over the Southern California area for over 15 years. He's performed with Fleetwood Mac and the USC Trojan Marching Band. That's quite a combo. Also, Jason Derulo, Alan Silvestri, and Mark Hamill, and many others. Alan, you know I was going to do this. There's a joke about his name. Andre Velicides, ladies and gentlemen. I'm all right. Okay, one of the things we're most proud of at the Icebox Radio Theater is we are not a pretend radio drama company. We actually broadcast. Not on the public airwaves, as they used to back in the day, but on the internet airwaves. And we are getting ready to go live right now across the YouTube to an audience of a couple of dozen people, which is kind of exciting when you think about it. You know, radio has a rich history and a very important history, especially in my part of the country, the middle, the flyover states. In the 1920s and 30s, a phenomenon called rural isolation was a real problem. People lived sometimes miles away from their nearest neighbor, and 2 inventions alleviated some of that loneliness. The telephone, for obvious reasons, but also the radio. These folks could come in to the house after a long day's labor, plop down in their favorite chair, and there would be a beautifully styled piece of radio equipment there where they could tune in and listen to voices coming to them from New York or Chicago or Hollywood. And the country didn't seem quite so large anymore. Couldn't we all use some of that right now? So I believe, yes, I'm getting the thumbs up from Control, and I know we have listeners in New York and Minnesota and all over, so Everyone ready? Okay. Icebox Radio Theater going live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Too Bright, the only book light you can see from outer space, presents Lance Manley, Library Detective.
We like our fun down at the public library. It just tends to be of the quiet variety. So when outsiders, that is to say, people who like things a little loud and boisterous, show up, tensions can run high. Take these folks, for example. It was one bright, cheery morning that a traveling carnival, complete with cotton candy and freak show, opened up for business in the vacant lot next door to the public. Normally, I don't begrudge anyone the chance to make a buck, even if it involves wearing spandex and smelling like sawdust. But there were things about this particular carnival that had Boss Lady Effie, myself, and even lovely Nora, the cataloger, up in our collective arms. Feel like tripping the light fantastic? I'll be your dance partner right after this.
We'll be back to Lance Manley in just a moment. But first, friends, if your pages are looking darker, if your reading lamp just doesn't seem to be getting the job done anymore, perhaps it's time to invest in your future, your children's future, with a new reading lamp from Too Bright, the former defense contractor that knows illumination. With a Too Bright reading lamp, you not only get a perfectly legible page, but sleek styling, whisper-quiet operation, and the knowledge that the bulb and circuitry in your reading lamp was once used to signal aircraft carriers miles out at sea. And your local Too Bright dealer has a complete list of local electricians who can affordably upgrade your home's power capacity to accommodate the brightest light you'll ever own. Consult your telephone directory for the Too Bright dealer near you. And now back to Lance Manley, Library Detective.
I heard a song once that said, "Life is just a circus." Until recently, I would have gone along with that little chunk of musical wisdom, but now that I've seen a real circus up close, I gotta say I can't see the similarity between their loud and bedazzled life and my relatively quiet existence at the public. But so long as the owner of the vacant lot next door rents to traveling carnivals like Fun Time Shows Incorporated, we at the bibliothèque are doomed with the occasional carny invasion. The problem stemmed from the fact that we were in a heat wave and carnival work was pretty warm and sweaty. So when the carny folk found a moment to take a break, they developed a fondness for our reading room and its air conditioning.
So I says to him, "That wasn't Boston. That wasn't even California."
And carny folk apparently came with only one volume setting, extra loud.
Ain't that a screamer?
Oh, you told that story before.
No, I didn't. You're crazy.
You're crazy, Gus.
You're both crazy and you're both too damn loud.
Get this guy with a fedora, would ya?
Yeah, a regular throwback. Hey, bud, got a nickel for a cup of coffee?
I got a bag of nickels. They come in handy with unruly patrons. Get me?
Who you calling a patron?
Even know what the word means?
What if I don't?
A patron, as in a patron of this public library. You know, someone who selects a book from the shelves and reads quietly. Or even better, leaves.
What's it to ya, bub?
I'm in charge of security around this place, and you two, in fact, every grab and ride jock that comes in here breaks the one cardinal rule. No loud talking.
Security, huh?
Like a detective?
Exactly like a detective.
Well, get this, Seamus. This here is a public building and it's hot outside. My compatriot and I just want to cool off for a while. That's all right, ain't it?
Did you hear the part where I said quietly? And for God's sake, keep your shoes on.
Quite the school mom, this character.
Yeah, school marm. Hey, Gus,
Yeah.
what's a marm?
Now, see, if you'd read a book once in a while, you'd know that.
Too high a price to pay.
Leave us alone, Manley. We're not bothering anybody, and you don't look like a librarian to me. So why don't you take your act on the road?
Oh, but boys, you haven't seen my act. Let me show you.
What are you... Let me go!
I call this my strongman routine. I grab two miscreants by the collar and see how far I can throw them.
Wow, that'd be pretty cool. Will I go farther if I curl up into a ball?
Only one way to find out.
Lance, what's with all the noise? The garden club is meeting downstairs and they say you're wilting the petals.
Sorry, Nora. Let me deal with this and I'll go down and apologize.
Wait a minute. Nora? Little Nora?
What? Who are you?
It is you, little nimble Nora, as I live and breathe. It's me, Gus, from the Iowa tour, summer of '07.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Gus.
Boy, is Bobo gonna be glad to hear about this.
Bobo? You still keep in touch with Bobo?
Keep in touch, you kidding? He runs the crew that sets up next door.
Bobo is next door?
Sure.
Right now?
Sure. Wait till he hears you're here. He'll smear his makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go, supervise the garden club. Thanks for taking care of this, Lance.
All right, buddy. Give. What was that all about? Who's Bobo?
Easy, Seamus. You'll wrinkle the material. Bobo is top dog in our show and a pretty good clown to boot. And that girl, that's little nimble Nora. The greatest tightrope walker and acrobat the company ever had.
Impossible. That woman's the best cataloger this library's ever had.
Hey, a dame can be two things at once, can't she? Alls I know is when my boss finds out he's gonna be over the moon. We could use a good acrobat.
Ha! You think she'll quit her current life just to jaunt around the country with the likes of you?
Me? Nah. But you're not getting the whole picture, Manley. Bobo and Nora used to be engaged.
I hate to admit it, but that statement shocked me so much I dropped my carny. And before I could snatch the two of them up and get more info, they'd scurried out the door and were gone, leaving me with nothing but a fistful of questions. Luckily, I knew right where the answers were hiding.
Go away.
You don't even know who it is.
Is that you, Lance?
Yes.
Then go away. Oh, you don't listen so good, do ya?
And you don't hide so good.
I'm not hiding. I'm just making myself scarce to avoid this conversation.
And what conversation's that?
Oh, don't toy with me, Lance. You know what I'm talking about, and I'll save you the trouble of asking. Yes, I dated a clown.
The boys I rousted just now thought it was a little more than dated. Tell me, did his horn honk when he got down on one knee? Did he get the ring from a Cracker Jack?
Oh, you're enjoying this, ain't ya?
A little. I mean, I just found out my best gal used to be an acrobat. Yowza.
It was just a phase, and not a very pleasant one. Right after high school, I learned a lot of things. I was on the gymnastics team in school and could do a few basic tumbling runs. That was enough to build an act around. I did some handstands, a little low trapeze work. It was fun for a while, but the road was an endless grind of small towns and back roads and guys who think this skimpy costume was a hall pass. Ugh. But Bobo, he was kind. He made it bearable.
So, you really were engaged to a clown?
The question was asked but never answered. I had already half decided to leave the show when he asked me. That was the push I needed. I sneaked out after a performance one night, found a bus station, and headed home. I started college that fall. I don't regret anything, except the way I left. I never said goodbye to him. Never said goodbye to anybody.
And you didn't need to.
I turned at the sound of that voice and beheld the very last thing I expected to see in a public library, a clown. All 6'5" of him, decked out in a jumpsuit covered in pink polka dots the size of dinner plates, a fright wig that shot a foot out from his noggin, and a face as white as snow. It was a clown, all right. The kind that would have made most people laugh or scream, only this one had the saddest eyes I'd ever seen. And I was invisible as far as he was concerned. He only had eyes for Nora, and he looked at her like a starving man does his first meal.
Hello, Bobo.
Nora, my sweet, it is an undivided pleasure to see you once again. I only half believed it when Gus told me the news. You look good, kid.
And you look just the same.
Clowns don't change, sweetheart. You know that.
Yes, I do. Oh, this is Lance Manley. He works here with me.
How do you do, Lance? Put her there.
There's not a joy buzzer in that mitt, is there?
Of course not. That's hack. Outdated. No subtlety. Come on, shake hands.
All right.
Gotcha! Miniature whoopee cushion, patent pending.
Right. Well, kids, you have a lot of catching up to do, I'm sure. I'll just make myself scarce.
Oh, wait, Lance. Bobo, why are you here?
Can't an old clown look up his best girl?
I'm sorry the way I left things, but I'm nobody's girl. And I'm happy here at the library.
There's always a place for you in the show, you know.
Thank you, but the answer is no. The circus was fun for 18-year-old me, but there's been a lot of summer since then. My trapeze days are far behind me. But I do want to say sorry. Sorry for how I left.
That's all right. I didn't really expect you to say yes to my proposal. I just figured if I didn't at least try, I'd kick myself. And kick myself. And kick myself. But water under the bridge, my dear. Though I did wonder if maybe you could lend me a hand with something else.
Oh, anything. What is it?
Gus told me that your Mr. Manley here is a detective.
I mostly focus on security around the library now, but I still deduce and trade gunshots now and then. What's on your mind, clown?
I got a problem, Mr. Manley. There's a character on my midway. Bud LaGrange is his name. He came recommended, but he's been nothing but trouble. Surly attitude, picks fights with everyone, and threatens the customers.
So? Just fire him if he's that bad.
I'm pretty sure he's running a protection racket on everyone else on the midway. If I fire him, he'll just move on to another show and start his scam all over again. I want to see this character in jail, but I need evidence.
That's a problem, all right. But I have my hands full here. You'll have to get help elsewhere.
Lance, you could spare some time for this, couldn't you?
I'd hate to think what would happen if Boss Lady found out.
Oh, but the show runs mostly at night after you're off shift. You could at least look into things for him, couldn't you? Couldn't you?
The eyes. Not the eyes.
Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about the eyes.
Watch it, clown. Now, what's this about a protection racket?
LaGrange has every game in Grease Joint terrified. Myrtle Hutchins, who ran the ring toss, tried to stand up to him. But her game caught fire and nearly took the midway with it. She lost everything.
So it's
Poor
arson.
girl. Or threats or intimidation. He's not picky, just mean. Please, Mr. Manley, help me build a case against him, and I'll be eternally grateful.
I get $50 a day plus expenses.
Lance.
What? When I was freelance, that was my going rate. I have to keep some self-respect.
How about all the fried food you can eat? Plus, I got some pictures of Nora in her old costume.
Sold.
What?
All right. So that wasn't the nicest thing I ever did, but agreeing to help an old boyfriend or whatever wasn't the nicest thing she ever asked me to do either. I found my way onto the midway in the booth of one Bud LaGrange. He ran a shooting gallery game that was situated in a prime spot right near the ticket booth. I took advantage of my pay arrangement in the form of 2 corn dogs and leaned up against a telephone pole to observe my quarry. Bud LaGrange was made to order for the part of Surly Carney. Middle-aged, big and lumpy all over with a sweat-stained boater atop his head. I watched as he dished out insults and threats in equal measure to the customers. His game was a classic. Air rifles shot at metal targets, mostly in the shape of ducks and battleships that shunted back and forth, teasing the customers. As I watched, a long line of teenage boys tried to impress their dates with their marksmanship. Funny how few of them succeeded. Finally, after a good half hour of watching, I crossed the dirt lot and plunked down my 4 bits for a chance to play.
Made up your mind, I see.
What's that?
I say, you made up your mind at last. You've been leaning on that pole so long, I thought you were growing out of it.
Just passing the time of day. This gun good?
All the same, bud. All the same.
Oh, yeah? Funny. Feels like it pulls a little to the left. Almost like it was sighted that way intentionally.
Smart guy, huh?
Not particularly.
Well, we have a winner.
Pretty easy once you know how to aim an inch to the right.
It is, ain't it? Now beat it.
Don't I get a prize?
Picky, picky. You're entitled to anything from the top row.
Give me that funny-looking bird up there. My girl has a thing for pigeons.
I'll bet.
Of course, you might too, right, LaGrange?
Do I know you?
No. I'm just doing a favor for a friend. You might know the friend as Nimble Nora, used to do acrobatics for the show.
I wasn't with this crew then, but I heard of her. What about her?
She's a little worried things aren't all Jake around here. Word is someone is strong-arming the Midway folk, demanding protection and starting fires.
It's not healthy to ask questions like that. Not around here, anyway.
Dangerous?
Very.
That's all right. I got a box of Band-Aids back at the office.
Band-Aids. That's funny. As if what happens around here could be fixed with a Band-Aid.
A sling, then. Or maybe a casket?
I'm gonna remember you, Mac. You gonna play again?
Give me the bird. That's enough.
And move along. Not safe hanging around shooting galleries, if you know what I mean.
I'll see you, LaGrange. And take some pliers to those sights, will you? The customers deserve a sporting chance. Bud LaGrange said goodbye with a phrase I can't repeat, and I strolled away, a stuffed bird under my arm and my head full of questions. I moved down the Midway, talking to whomever talked to me, which wasn't many. The general sense I got was that these people were scared, and any time I brought up words like protection racket or threats, they practically shut down their booths and hid. Something was going on here, all right, but Bud LaGrange had been cagey enough to avoid even the suggestion that he had anything to do with it. So I headed back to the public to have a think. The staff door was near the back, and since we'd already closed for the night, I headed there and got out my key. As I got close, I got the shock of my life. A body, a particularly lovely body, lay on the sidewalk right in front of the door. I rushed to her. Nora!
Oh,
My God, what did they do to you?
oh, the wheel in my ear. Oh, my head.
Sorry. Let's get you inside.
Thanks, Lance.
Come here, over to the table.
Yeah, I could use a sit down.
Now, tell me, what happened?
I don't know. I locked up for the night, then remembered some paperwork I meant to take home. I turned back to unlock the staff door, and wham! The lights went out.
Did you see anything? How about the time?
No, he sneaked up on me real good. I did glance at my watch right before I put my key in the lock, though. 8:27.
That's only 3 minutes ago. That means he had you on the ground when he heard me coming.
No, saved me again, eh, Flatfoot?
Don't even joke about that. Come on, I'm gonna take you home.
I can make it, Lance.
No doubt you can, but concussions are nothing to mess with. I want you safe in bed behind 3 or 4 locked doors as soon as possible.
You know something. What is it?
I started asking around the carnival tonight. Everyone there is scared. Now, someone clocks you with the intent to whatever? A bit of a long coincidence, isn't it?
It is. What are you doing now?
Like I said, get you home.
Nix. If you're going back to that carnival, I'm coming with ya.
Nora?
Don't Nora me. My head's clearing up and my dander's getting up. And when you figure out who hit me, brother, you better stand back. His face and my shoe have an appointment.
You think you can kick him in the head?
Acrobat, remember?
Hey.
Lance!
Right. Let's get going. All right, so maybe I should have insisted. But if you think you've seen Stubborn, I assure you, you have not, until you've seen Nora Diamond with her mind made up. So back we went to the carnival in full swing now, with all booths operating at near capacity. I was just wondering how I was going to get LaGrange alone when Nora took things out of my hands.
Hey, you!
Line starts back there, lady.
Oh, the line can wait. You're on a break.
Who the hell are you?
She's with me, LaGrange.
Oh, the Seamus. Why did I just know I'd see you again? You say this broad is with you?
Hey!
She is, and you'd better do what she says.
Or what exactly?
Or you can expect a night in the slammer for assault and battery.
Not to mention a fair fight this time. How about you throw a punch where I can see ya, huh?
You two are nuts. Get out of here. I got customers.
Oh, that's so? Because from what
there goes your line, LaGrange.
I could have you tossed off the midway for that. What is it you two want, anyway?
I already said, you on an assault and battery charge.
What are you talking about?
I was locking up the library just now, and someone slugged me. Some cowardly G who snuck up behind. You fit the bill.
Watch it, sister.
You watch it, LaGrange. You're looking at jail time, and when the cops find out about the protection racket you've been running, it'll turn into years.
Now I know you're screwy. Protection racket? I ain't been mixed up in any such thing, unless you count being on the wrong end.
What do you mean?
There's a racket on this midway, all right. But I ain't the one running it. I've been paying through the nose, just like everybody else in this crew.
To whom?
Who do you think? The boss.
Bobo?
Of course, Bobo. Who else can get away with it? The company says he can only take 20% of our take to cover costs. But he finds a way to double or even triple that. And if anyone dares complain, their stall has a little fire problem.
Oh, I don't believe it.
You're a little nimble Nora, right? We haven't known Bobo for years. That clown act is just for show. Inside, he's as hard-hearted as any carny ever lived. And as for hitting you, sweetheart, I haven't moved from this stool for 4 hours. Ask anyone on the midway. They're a witness.
Why should we believe you?
Don't. I don't care. But maybe, before you scare any more of my customers, you should have a little chat with Bobo. Now, if you'll excuse me. Step right up, folks. Every dog gets a win a prize.
What do you think, Lance?
I don't know. He's irritable, unpleasant, and nasty, but none of those things make him a liar. Besides, what motive would he have for hitting you?
Well, why would Bobo, for that matter?
Why, indeed. Hey, there he is.
Who, Bobo? Oh, yes, I see him. Over there, running into the funhouse.
Come on. Down the midway, about 20 yards, an old funhouse leaned precariously against the wind. It was a freestanding structure, and the garish paintings on the outside promised customers a rotating tunnel, plenty of disorienting flashing lights, and a house of mirrors. As the two of us ran toward it, a tall figure in a familiar polka-dotted clown suit slipped into a nearly hidden side door and disappeared inside. Is there a back entrance to that thing, Angel?
How should I know? I haven't worked here in years.
All right. You circle around back, see if there's one. I'll go in the front door and see if I can corner a clown.
Oh, be careful, Lance. If what LaGrange said is true, there's a lot more to Bobo than orange feet.
Big orange. Hey, that's right. He did have big feet, didn't he? Big feet that honked.
So?
Never mind, Precious. Just be careful.
You too.
I watched as Nora disappeared around the other side of the building, then I walked up the steps, and through the door I'd seen the clown enter.
Hello, Lance. What are you doing in the funhouse?
What everyone does at the carnival, Bobo. Seeking amusement. You have a little office back here, huh?
More of a break room, really. If I had to stay in character the whole time, I might go crazy.
Good for costume changes, too, I see.
What's that?
When you came in here, you were wearing regular street shoes. Now I see you have the classic big feet.
Oh, these old girls? They've been patched and repatched so many times. It's a miracle they still honk at all.
I bet. Tough to go quiet with those big boys on. Tough to sneak up on someone.
Take a look at me, Lance. I'm in full clown regalia. I haven't snuck up on anyone since Clinton was president.
Normally, sure, but tonight maybe? Say, about an hour ago?
What are you implying?
We had a little accident over at the library. Someone hit Nora on the head.
Oh my! Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. Maybe someone she abandoned years ago? Someone whose heart she broke?
It was LaGrange. He was the one.
He has no motive, and he was in his stall all evening.
Then it was somebody else. Probably the one running protection rackets on the midway.
I couldn't agree more. And, as a matter of fact, I'm down to one suspect.
I see. I'm glad to hear it. I trust you've had your fair share of elephant ears and corn dogs?
I have.
Then, maybe, you should wash them down! So long, Flatfoot!
A seltzer bottle. Could you believe it? The clown hit me with a seltzer bottle and I never saw it coming. I ran out of the tiny office and into the Funhouse proper. The lights were out, and despite what they called this place, it felt more like a spook house to me. I slipped into the House of Mirrors.
You'll never find me in here, Flatfoot! Why don't you take your free corn dogs and call it a day?
Because you hit Nora, that's why. Why'd you do it, clown?
If you loved her like I loved her, you'd understand.
So what is your plan? Kidnapping? Murder?
Do I really look like a guy who has a bland lance?
You look like a guy who has jail in his future. It's over, Bobo. The rackets, the job with the carnival, all of it.
That's what you think. I'll slip away into the night and find some other show to run. You'll see.
The back door. Nora! I sprinted around a Candyland diorama and got lucky. Bobo had left the emergency exit swinging open, and the light of the moon helped me find the doorway. When I got outside, I found the clown out cold, the footprint of Nora's pump tattooed to the side of his head. Nora, wincing in pain, stood over him. Nora, sweetheart, did he hurt you?
No, I did what I said. I kicked him right in the head.
I can see that. But why the anguish routine? Surely you don't feel sorry for the clown.
Of course not. I just forgot what happens when you try a split kick without warming up first. Ow!
So that was that. The cops came, carried Bobo off, honking all the way, and the next morning we came to work to discover the vacant lot next door, vacant once again. The carnival had packed up and moved on to the next town. Boss lady simmered down from snarling orders to gentle grumbling, and poor Nora spent a solid week getting to know a variety of ice packs. As for me, I went back to my office, kicked up my feet, and looked at the one souvenir I'd kept from this dizzy affair, a red nose. One of Bobo's I picked up off the dirt. And I contemplated what makes a man clown for a living, and what darkness might be hiding underneath the grease paint.
This has been Lance Manley, Library Detective, brought to you by Too Bright. Don't go hunting this season without a spotlight your prey. That's bright enough to blind your prey. They do it to you if they have the chance. Lance Manley, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight's show has been a Pranksters Ink production. Those other studios might have money and a track record of success in the entertainment industry. But when you want fresh content for your eyes and ear holes, Pranksters Ink is here for you.
Pranksters Ink is committed to stories that are lived in and real, but that acknowledge the absurdity of it all. Absurdly serious. That's Pranksters Ink.
Elevated, down to earth, personal. That's Pranksters Ink.
Optimized, innovative, disruptive. That's Pranksters Ink.
Holistic, organic, farm to table. That's
Customizable, built to last. That's
Trailblazer.
grass-fed.
Family owned.
Synergy.
If you'd like to learn more, visit prankstersinc.net today.
Time again for First Draft Playhouse, the program that brings you some of the greatest stories of all time before they ever saw the pen of an editor. Tonight's episode, hard-boiled mystery story number 327-J.
I was in my office, minding my own business. For the past month, my checkbook had been in an iron lung. My bank account was on life support, and my credit rating had a catheter installed. Work was slower than a snail on my quill. Work was slower than a rock sitting on a sidewalk. I opened the blinds. They were Venetian. I lit a cigar, Cuban. I dreamed of a girl, heterosexual. Just then, a heterosexual burst through the door, wrapped in a large minx coat that accentuated her. A woman burst through the door in a Catwoman suit, leaving little to the imagination. A towel! She was wearing a towel! Her legs seemed to stretch all the way from her hips to her ankles. Her thighs were ivory. She stepped toward me and parted her ruby red lips to speak. She stepped toward me and pursed her ruby red lips to speak. She talked.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting company. You caught me coming out of the shower. This is so embarrassing.
Right off the bat, I couldn't trust her. Not because of the towel. It was Venetian. Quality. But because she was carrying a book called How to Lie, wearing only a towel. Call me crazy, but that might just be a clue. Happens to all of us, doll. You get out of the shower, hail a cab, pay the fare, walk up 2 flights, and bing, bang, boom, you find yourself scantily clad in a detective's office.
So you get it. Put down your cigar. I need your help. I've just murdered my husband.
Killed him?
Yes,
Killed him dead?
that's right.
And you are confessing to the crime.
Yes.
Then what do you need me for, Dollface?
I don't really know. Put down your cigar. I need your help. Something terrible just happened to my husband.
I put down my cigar. Not because she told me to, but because it went out 20 minutes ago. And call me insane, but there might just be a case here. My rate is $200 a day, plus expenses. I need 3 days up front.
Would you take a check?
I'll take gift cards. Olive Garden. When I'm there, I'm family. I only accept unmarked Perusian francs. In this economy, no way, toots. Cash only.
I think I have that on me.
Where?
In my bag, of course.
Where did that come from?
What are you, a cop?
Of course not. I work for a living.
Listen here, Gumshoe, my husband is dead. Are you gonna help me or not? I've got insurance paperwork to fill out.
I needed a business. Venetian blinds aren't cheap, and this story needed to go somewhere. Take a seat, doll. What's your name?
Gloria.
Gloria. When did you last see your husband?
Just an hour ago. I went for my evening walk and he was cooking dinner. I came home to discover him bleeding out on the floor and 2 men jumping down the fire escape.
What did they look like?
They had mustaches. You know, obvious criminals.
I twirled my mustache. Thought about my own dark past. Could I ever find redemption? I combed my mustache, as I thought you really shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I shaved my mustache. It was time. Did you notice anything else about the criminals? Anything to help identify them?
I'm fairly certain they were Swiss.
How could you tell?
The yodeling. It still haunts me. I'm fairly certain they were deli men.
How could you tell?
By what they left behind. Look, a pickle jar, a wheel of cheese. There's even mayo and mustard.
Gloria, this is baloney.
It is. I've also seen ham in here somewhere.
Well, slap it on some bread with those evidence pickles and hand it over. As I chewed on a testimonial pickle, I thought about how her story didn't add up. It had more holes than Swiss cheese, and I was definitely taking the metaphor too far.
Waiter, can I get more bread here?
What did the men look like, Gloria?
They were all wearing the red of the lasagna family. As red as marinara.
The lasagnas? I thought they were at war with the raviolis. Was your husband caught up in the pasta notte?
My husband was a cannoli man. His cannolis brought everyone together. He was neutral at the dinner table. Even the insurance adjuster said so in his report.
I guess someone got caught with his hand in the cannoli jar. Who could possibly gain from a shortage of perfect cannolis in this world? Neutral only counts in board games and life insurance, sweetheart. As long as you didn't kill him, this case looks pretty open and shut.
And if I did kill him?
If you did, well, then you're a damn fool bringing me your evidence sandwich, and you don't strike me as a damn fool. Anything else before I get started?
Yeah, could you sign this sworn statement verifying that I had nothing to do with his murder?
What? And you don't strike me as a damn fool.
So what do I strike you as, detective?
As she sat there in that towel, eating that last slice of salami, giving me that look, I realized I'd lost the plot.
So, do we have a deal? A dog helps a dame, and a dame always returns the favor.
Come again.
You'll help me get away with murder.
Help you get away with what? All right, lady, just what are you asking for?
I suppose I'm a gal looking for a guy to save her.
Now, usually I'm the kind of guy that would be all over a damsel in distress, but something still didn't feel quite right. She had a dead husband, and all she seemed to care about was insurance this and insurance that. What was her angle?
I can see the wheels turning behind his eyes. They're spinning, but the hamster is dead. He was the perfect idiot for my plan.
You in the pocket of the pasta noche? You got a thing for bureaucracy? Paper pushing getting you all hot and bothered. You were two-timing with this no-good insurance Joe, weren't you?
The perfect idiot. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I said, I'm just looking for someone to save me.
Save you from what?
From the consequences of my actions, Gumshoe.
It's not too late. I can get you a good deal on Venetian blinds. The guy who did these is a friend.
You're lying to me.
I would never lie about Venetian blinds.
Just give it to me straight, Slick. No more games.
I had no idea what she was asking for, but I didn't like the sound of it. I stood up from the desk, walking over to the window. I needed a moment to collect my thoughts.
I watched him stand up and pet the Venetian blinds with a creepy fondness. He disgusted me, but in those pants I loved to watch him walk away.
Wait a second.
Beautiful night, isn't it? It had taken me months to come up with an airtight story to lure him in. The towel, the dead husband, the tie into the pasta noche. All of it meticulously crafted to bring us to this moment. I got up to join him at the window. It is a beautiful night.
I gave her another long look over. No, not because she was still in only a towel. But there was something I couldn't quite put my finger on. Something had changed. Something was different about the bra that had burst into my office. Listen, why don't you go home, huh? You've had a long, emotional day. I'll get started first thing in the morning.
I looked at this poor sap, cannoli cream smeared on his 2-cent suit, the distant look in his eyes that said no one was home. I couldn't have picked a better jerk to help me get away with murder.
Excuse me?
I didn't say anything.
Call me crazy, but I suddenly had a funny feeling.
That somehow this schmuck was getting wise to my act.
I definitely heard that.
I haven't said a word.
Don't play dumb with me, Toots. You were just going on and on about playing me like a fiddle, getting me to help you cover up your husband's murder.
I stared at him, nervous, like a matador waiting for a horse to charge. Like a flapper girl in a monastery. Like a dame who's been made.
Impossible. I must have been losing my marbles. I was hearing things. Yeah, I just needed a drink. A quick swig from Old Faithful. I reached into my coat pocket.
I saw him reach for something in his breast pocket. I wasn't waiting around to find out what.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea, lady?
Look, I came here looking for the city's dumbest detective. The sort of fool who would clear my name and let me claim my husband's fortune scot-free.
Aha! A confession. I had her just where I wanted her.
No, you don't. I'm the one with the gun.
Sure, Dollface, sure. But are you sure you got bullets?
It was a trick. It had to be. The pistol had been tucked in my towel the whole time. What? What's that smell? Is that pickle juice? I flicked open the revolver, my heart sinking like a ship taking on too much water.
That's right. I replaced your bullets with evidence pickles. This ain't my first rodeo, sister. And a detective who can't use a pickle to his own advantage is a detective who ain't gonna last long.
Wait a minute! This is supposed to be my story about the brilliant but conniving woman who kills her husband, gets away with it.
As if. The story is about a rough but charming sleuth who is, no matter the odds, always catches the crook. Now, put your hands up, gorgeous. The jig is up.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? But these evidence pickles? They were actually filled with .45 caliber slugs.
It seems as if we
are in quite the pickle. You know what? I got a better idea.
Ladies first. This has been First Draft Playhouse, reminding you that when used incorrectly and without the stern input of an editor,
the pen can, in fact, be deadlier than the sword.
Howdy, partner! Do you love the outdoors? The smell of the sage, the dust of the trail, the peacefulness that comes from communing with nature atop your faithful steed? But do you also think that horses are gigantic, long-nosed monsters with sledgehammers for feet that can still run you down no matter how fast you're trying to get away? Well then, come on down to the Pussy Willow Dude Ranch, the one place for people who love to ride but can't get near a horse without having an accident. We've taken a variety of God's creatures and fitted them with specially designed saddles and power assist units that allow you to still ride the trail, even if you're too chicken to ride a horse. At the Pussy Willow Dude Ranch, you could just ride something else like a chicken. Yes, me Thunderbolt, a 2-year-old rooster. Hop on, partner.
Are you sure? I didn't think you could ride a chicken.
Normally that'd be true, but Thunderbolt comes fully equipped with a saddle and wheel harness that counterbalances your much greater weight.
Hey!
Go ahead.
Whoa! Hey there! Easy, big fella.
Now very gently give him the spurs.
Oh, yippee-ki-yay!
But if you think chickens should be left for the colonel, there's plenty of other animals to choose from, like Daisy the guinea pig. Lord and Mountain Batten, our registered purebred pug dog. Or, if you have a Cinderella fantasy, we have a specially designed carriage that pulled by 4 actual mice. And if you like a little more adventure, try a 3-toed sloth that comes equipped with her own jet engine.
And don't worry, the sloth absolutely loves that thing. So come on down to the Pussy Willow Dude Ranch. Horses may be terrifying, but the Old West doesn't have to be. Just look out for low-flying sloths.
Well, it's just about time to take a little break. We're going to be, let's see, we do have water and wine and popcorn available in the lobby. For those of you listening at home, this is the Icebox Radio Theater coming to you live from Burbank, California. We'll be back in just a few. going in French. Well, welcome back. Next, we'd like to offer up a piece of radio and Los Angeles history. Author Raymond Chandler published his first Philip Marlowe story in 1939 and would go on to write 7 novels, all but one of which has been made into a motion picture. He was instrumental in taking hard-boiled crime fiction from the snowy concrete canyons of New York or Chicago and recasting it on the sun-baked, dusty streets of the City of Angels. His work has an influence to this day in such properties as the film Chinatown and the L.A. Noire video game series. On radio, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe aired on CBS from 1948 to 1951 for a total of 105 episodes. And tonight, we're proud to recreate for you the story they produced as their pilot. So come back with us now to the mean streets of the last century, where if you had a problem, say a dead body at your feet, a missing string of pearls, there was only one name to know: Marlowe. The Icebox Radio Theater and Pranksters Ink. are now proud to present The Red Wind.
It was hot, boiling hot that night. I wanted to grab a beer and turn in early. So what happens? I get my beer, but it comes with a gunshot, a beautiful woman, and murder.
From the pen of Raymond Chandler, outstanding author of crime mystery, the Icebox Radio Theater presents his most famous character in The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. With Chris Mollica starring as Philip Marlowe, we bring you tonight's unusual story, Red Wind.
There was a rough desert wind blowing into Los Angeles that evening. It was one of those hot, dry Santa Anas that come down through the mountain passes and curl your hair, make your nerves jump and your skin itch. On nights like that, every booze party ends in a fight. The meek little housewives feel the edge of a carving knife and study their husbands' necks. Anything can happen when the Santa Ana winds blow in from the desert. I closed up my office early. I got tired of reading Philip Marlowe, private investigator, backwards in the ground glass of my office door. So I locked up and decided a nice cool beer would taste good before I went up to my apartment.
Fill her up again, Mr. Marlin?
Marlowe.
Marlowe.
Marlin is a fish.
Yeah, I know.
Hey you, bartender, give me another rye.
That drunk again.
What do you expect in this business? Autograph hounds?
Make it snappy. Here.
Be right with you, sport. I gotta draw this man a beer. For crying out loud, these stumble bums.
Hey, bud.
You got another customer, Bacchus.
Hey, bud. You seen a lady in here lately?
A lady?
Tall, good-looking, brown hair, a print bolero jacket, and a silk blue dress?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Nobody like that's been in.
All right. Straight Scotch, fast. I left my engine running out there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This slick-looking, sarcastic guy stepped up to the bar and drank his scotch whole. Then I noticed the drunk in the corner was grinning at him. And then, without changing his grin, the drunk swept a gun somewhere so fast, it was just a blur coming out. Made a couple of hard snaps, and then a little smoke curled.
All right, you other guys, don't move.
So long, Waldo. Poor Waldo. Bet I made his nose bleed. So long, boys. Drink up.
All right, get on that phone. I'll get his license number.
Holy smoke, holy smoke.
Too late. Drove away with the dead guy's car.
Maybe he ain't dead.
He's dead all right. Where's your phone? This is for the police. The prowl car boys were there in about 5 minutes. Waldo was out of business all right, and nothing in his pockets told who he was. But he had about $700 on him. With that kind of coin, you could buy a good 1910 automobile, even today. I told the cops what I knew, including about Waldo's tall, brown-haired, pretty girl in the bolero jacket. was about 9 o'clock when I stepped out of the elevator in my apartment house and almost walked right into a tall, brown-haired, pretty girl in a bolero jacket, waiting for my elevator on my floor.
Oh, excuse me.
Just a minute, lady.
What is it?
I'm a great admirer of bolero jackets. The one you got on, for instance.
I'm sorry, but I'm in a
No,
hurry.
wait.
If you'll be good enough to let me by. Oh, now you've made me miss the elevator.
It's just as well.
What?
It'd be better if you didn't go out in those clothes.
Just what do you mean?
Tall, good-looking, bolero jacket, blue silk dress. Lady, might I take the trouble of telling you you're in trouble?
Trouble?
Yes, the cops are looking for you in those clothes.
But I haven't done anything.
Maybe not. But if I were you, I'd have a little talk with me.
Why, of all the
I'm in
nerve.
room 41, across the hall, and I know things about you.
Well?
Good girl. Come along. I took a firm grip on her arm, but I managed to get her to my room. I rustled up some drinks, but when I turned to give her hers, I saw she held a small automatic. She looked at me steadily. I put down both drinks slowly so I wouldn't be misunderstood. Look, sister, I know it's hot tonight, and heat does funny things to people. But why don't you put that thing away and we'll have a nice cool drink, huh?
Don't move.
I'm strictly frozen in my tracks.
Stay that way.
Okay. But wouldn't you like to know I'm a private detective?
Private detective?
I can prove it if you let me. Yeah, that's better. I don't like those things pointed at me.
I'll have that drink.
Good. I don't often give good liquor away like this. I can't afford it.
Why are they after me?
A man just got shot in a bar down the street. Before he got it, he'd been asked about a tall, pretty girl with a bolero jacket. Like yours.
What'd he look like, this man?
Tall, 5'11", slim, dark brown eyes with a lot of glitter. Dark suit, white handkerchief in the breast pocket. He must have seen you earlier tonight to know how you were dressed. Am I getting anywhere?
He used to be my chauffeur.
You had an appointment with him, didn't you? He asked for you, didn't he?
Yes. I had an appointment with him. He'd stolen something from me when he left 3 days ago. I was going to buy it back from him.
Why didn't you tell the police?
I couldn't tell them.
It was valuable, wasn't it? Valuable enough for Waldo to steal.
$15,000.
That's peanuts.
It wasn't the value. It meant something to me. The man I love gave it to me. And now he's dead. He was a flyer, shot down over Germany. Now go back and tell my husband that. I'm sure he hired you.
He did? Well, how much is he paying me? And, where is this husband of yours?
No, he's at a meeting.
This late at night?
He's a very important man. He's a hydro engineer.
Never mind about him. What about Waldo? Why was he knocked off?
You mean he's dead? Waldo is dead?
Yes, sister, he's dead. Very dead. Screaming won't bring him back.
No, I'm not going to scream. Who would that be?
There's a dressing room behind that door. Hide there. Take your glass with you.
All right.
I went to the door making a loud yawning sound. Foolishly, I didn't have my gun. That was a mistake. Because when I opened the door, the guy on the other side certainly had one. A .22 target automatic that had already killed one man that night. And I knew that bald head and the flat, shiny eyes and the face like a poisonous lizard. Baldy put the muzzle of his gun lightly against my throat. I backed into the room, and Baldy kicked the door shut.
You alone?
Look for yourself.
I'm asking, not looking.
I'm alone.
You and that dumb bartender saw me dust off Waldo.
What did Waldo do to you?
Who's asking?
Just making conversation.
He stooled on me on a bank job we did together. Got me 4 years in Michigan Penn. How is he?
Dead.
I'm still good. Drunk or sober. Tell me why I came here, pal.
You heard the barkeeper and me talking. I told him my name, where I lived.
That's how, pal. I said why.
Skip it. The hangman won't ask you to guess why he's there.
Oh, you're pretty tough at that, ain't you? But you're slamming off.
All right. Well, you can get that gun out of my neck and try someplace else, just any place.
Oh, yeah, sure. Is this better? This suit you all right?
Just so it is my neck.
Say when, pal. It's your party.
I leaned against the gun weakly. The door of the dressing room showed a crack of darkness. The crack widened. I began to shake a little in spite of the heat. The girl came quietly into the room, but there was white all around her irises. She was scared. She had a gun in her hand, but I was sorry for her. Dead sorry. If she tried to make the door scream, either way, it'd be curtains for both of us.
You scared, mister? You worried about any little thing?
I couldn't talk. The girl floated in the air somewhere behind Baldy, and her horrified face was drifting towards us. My mouth was as cold and dry as yesterday's toast.
Well, kid, how's it feel? You ready yet? Say the word.
Well, don't take all night about it if you're gonna do something about it.
Oh, why not, pal? I like this.
Well, suppose I yell.
Go ahead, yell, go ahead.
Put up your hands!
Hey, look!
No!
Oh,
Thanks, sister. That buys me. Everything I have is yours, now and forever.
is he dead?
You flatter me to no end, lady. I only punched him. Now get out of here while I call the cops down on this killer.
Yes. Yes. Good night.
Hey,
Good
wait,
night.
wait. Leave that bolero jacket here. It marks you for the cops. You don't need it in this kind of weather.
Oh, yes. Here.
Okay. See you again?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Who am I to be the rival of Dead Flyer? Nah, I guess not. I see the police get Jesse James here. Good night, lady. Yeah, you mean me?
Yes. Please.
Oh, you again, huh?
Get in. I must talk to you.
You want to know what happened at headquarters, huh?
Yes.
Well, I went down there with the law and gave them the story. I left you out of it.
Thank you.
You saved my life, so no one knows a thing about you. Oh, incidentally, neither do I.
Well, my name is Mrs. Frank Barsley, 212 Fremont Place, Olympia 24596. Is that what you wanted?
I guess so.
Well, there it is.
Now, why did you really come back?
I wanted my pearls.
Oh, no. Pearls, too.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about the pearls. We've had a murder and a beautiful mystery woman, a sadistic killer and a heroic rescue. Now we will have pearls.
I was to buy them back from a man called Waldo.
Well, I saw everything that came out of his pockets, and there wasn't any pearls.
Could they be hidden in his apartment?
It's possible.
Waldo lived on the same floor you do in this apartment house.
And why did I know him? At least by sight.
Oh, he moved in last week. He managed to get a sublet.
Sort of amateur magician on the side, huh?
It's getting rather late.
Yeah. What about your husband this hot, mysterious night?
He's still at his meeting.
Good.
Why did you say that?
I didn't have any answer for that. We just sat there looking at one another. I was suddenly aware of the hot desert wind stirring up the night. I took a hold of her and kissed her. She sat very still. I was shaking when I looked over. Her voice trembled a little when she spoke.
I meant you to do that. I wasn't always this way. Only since Johnny Dalmas was killed in the war. He gave me those pearls. 41 of them perfectly matched with a diamond propeller clasp. I'd have loved them if they'd been wooden beads because he gave them to me. I love Johnny. The way you only love once. You understand that?
Yes, I can. But I don't understand how you could explain a $15,000 pearl necklace to your husband.
I
I told him they were imitation and I bought them myself.
How did Waldo latch onto them and what they stood for?
When my husband was in Argentina, Waldo and I would go for long drives. I was restless and wretched because of Johnny. Sometimes Waldo and I had a little drink together, but that's all.
What, you confided in Waldo about those pearls?
Yes.
And when your husband came back, Waldo stole the pearls and offered to sell them back to you. Well, you'd tell Papa, huh?
I was a fool.
And now you think the pearls are upstairs in Waldo's apartment.
I suppose it's a lot to ask.
I've been paid. I'll go look. Wait here. Was I gone long, Lola?
No. Well,
No.
no pearls.
No pearls.
Oh.
There was a man in Waldo's room.
A man? Who?
Do you know a man named Leon Valsenos?
Not by name, I don't know him.
Mexican, South American, about 45, small, iron gray hair, very neat. Fawn-colored suit, wine-colored tie.
No, I don't think I know such a man. Was he the man in Waldo's room?
Yeah.
And what does he have to say?
Very little. In fact, nothing. He was dead.
We will return to the Adventures of Philip Marlowe after this.
Hello? Hello? Are you reading me? This is Icebox Radio Theater with a message for all friends of the airwaves. We want to thank you for tuning in to tonight's show. For more than 20 years, Icebox Radio has been producing quality radio content for dedicated listeners just like you. This movement of ours may have started in the small town of International Falls, Minnesota, but has found its way to audiences all over this pale blue dot of ours. And it is with great pride that we join forces with Pranksters Ink Productions to put on this evening's entertainment here in the great city of Los Angeles. Fear not, for we will not go quietly into that night. We will not be forgotten. We will not be lost amidst the din and fury. Our hope is strong. Our story is bright. Our way is forward. We are in a new age of radio, and we need you to join the fight. Don't wait. Visit iceboxradio.org to learn more today. Until next time. All right, you content-hungry bastards, stream this.
We continue now with the Adventures of Philip Marlowe, created by Raymond Chandler and starring Chris Molika.
I sat with Lola Barsley in her car, listening to the hot wind gallop around the midnight streets. I just told her about the Latin-looking man I'd found in Waldo's room in a very dead condition. I held her hands until they stopped trembling. Then I gave her the few remaining details. He had a gun in a shoulder holster, but someone had strangled him before he could use it.
Someone? You mean Waldo?
Maybe. You see that convertible coupe 2 cars ahead of us?
It's been there for hours. It was there before I parked here to wait for you.
Leon, the guy in Waldo's room, came in that car. But according to the key container she carried, that isn't his car.
Whose car is it? Does it matter?
It belongs to a lady, according to the tag on the keys. Eugenie Kolchenko. West Los Angeles?
I've never heard of her.
Uh-huh. All right, well, you go home now, huh?
What are you going to do?
Drive that flossy convertible around, wave for my friends, rest people. You run along now. Me, got another date.
Yes, what is it, please?
Miss Eugenie Kolchenko?
Yes, what is it?
Did you lose or misplace a pigeon gray convertible coupe?
What are you saying?
Now don't be alarmed. I found it and brought it home to you.
Come in, please. Is it a reward you wish? Shall we say...
Snap out of it, Dragon Lady. Who was he?
Who was who?
The little guy, Leon, you loaned your car to. He's dead. Who was he?
Oh, no.
Eugenie!
Darling, come here, please.
What's the matter, honey? Who is this man?
I came about Miss Kolchenko's car.
What about her car?
The gentleman who borrowed it couldn't return it on account of he isn't alive.
He's dead, darling, he's dead.
That's putting it more bluntly, of course.
Dead. Huh.
Completely.
Who are you?
Philip Marlowe, private investigator. My card.
You told the police yet?
Never do at once what you can profitably defer pending negotiation. ASAP.
I might negotiate.
Peachy.
What do you know, Marlowe?
A man named Waldo was shot in a bar tonight. I happen to have the insight as to who he was. And when I visited the apartment tonight, I found this Leon Valsenos dead.
He wouldn't have had $500 in 20s on him, would he?
No. But this Waldo had over $700 on him when he was killed at the cocktail bar. Mostly in 20s. Is there a basis for negotiations there yet?
Very well, Marlowe. There were certain unpaid bills for some stuff Miss Klachenko here had charged to my account.
But, darling, you told me I might charge to your account.
All right, so I wasn't very bright.
That might be the understatement of the decade, but go on.
I had the bills safely in my briefcase. Somehow, this Waldo had a chance to steal the briefcase. I hired Leon and gave him $500 to buy back those bills from Waldo.
Instead, Waldo took Leon's dough and was forced to kill Leon in the process. And then he went out to keep another date and accidentally walked into an old pal, hostile enough to blow him down.
And someone still has those bills. And I'm in for a divorce suit.
The man who shot Waldo got away in Waldo's car, with your briefcase in it, could be. The cops caught him.
Then the police have the briefcase.
Maybe. But the police are interested in solving crime, not in tossing mud for the benefit of sensation eaters. I got a friend or two at headquarters. Let me see what I can do.
It's worth $500 to me.
Well, then that's what it'll cost you.
Well, good luck. And, thank you, Mr.
Marlowe. Philip Marlowe, remember?
My name is Frank Barsley.
Barsley. Oh.
What does that mean?
The big hydroelectric engineer.
Yeah. How did you know?
Never mind. May I use your telephone? Someday I must tell you about Ibarra. Salt of the earth, Ibarra. Detective lieutenant over at Central Homicide. I phoned Ibarra from Miss Kolchenko's house and told him where he could find a well-dressed cadaver named Leon and furnished a few small details. I gave Ibarra time to check my tip, and I went down to see the good lieutenant and told him why I'd been up in Waldo's room only to find Leon instead of a certain lady's string of pearls.
Pearls, huh?
Well, I thought Waldo might have them up there.
Whose pearls were they?
A lady's.
Go on.
Well, they might have been in Waldo's car that Waldo's killer drove away in.
Yeah.
Well, what? Yeah.
They might have.
Yeah. Also, a batch of unpaid bills charged to the account of a certain Frank Barsley.
Yeah.
The police aren't interested in domestic scandal. They want to prevent or solve crime, right?
So?
So, I've got $500 for the police fund. If those pearls and those bills are returned to their rightful owners,
Quit you kidding.
it's a valuable necklace.
Yeah. There's your necklace. Take it away.
On the level, Ibarra?
Just tell me straight what it's all about. All I ask.
Sure. Well, you see, this Waldo was blackmailing a wife with the pearls and a husband with the bills. Barsley, that's the guy's name, sent Leon to get the bills from Waldo. Waldo killed him and then got shot by the guy in the bar he stool pigeoned for against once. Now, if Barsley's name stays out of the paper, I get $500, and that goes to the police fund.
Thanks. We'll keep him out.
I'm not in this case for money. I just want to get back the bills and the pearls.
Sure. And like you say, Marlowe, the police aren't in business to sling mud.
You can deliver the pearls to the lady yourself if you like.
No, you better take them to her, Marlowe. You see, except for the diamond propeller clasp on them, they're phony.
Phony? But...
Look, Marlowe, I know pearls. Real pearls feel gritty along the teeth. These are hard and glassy. Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're phony. All but the clasp, Marlowe. All but the clasp.
I took the pearls and had them appraised at a gilt edge place in Beverly Hills. Phony. All but the clasp. An imitation good as these couldn't have been made that fast. These were the pearls that Waldo had stolen. These were the pearls that Lola had gotten from the flyer all those years ago. I took them to a dive on Melrose and had them duplicated for $28. I had the jeweler test the clasp with a $28 string of pearls. Then I called up Lola. Hello, Lola. Everything okay at your end?
Oh, Mr. Marlowe. Yes, everything's okay here.
I have a string of pearls for you.
Oh, really? Did you really get my...
Wait a minute, Lola. Waldo was getting set to gyp you. He sold real pearls and made a string of fakes with the diamond propeller clasp.
Oh. May I at least have the clasp?
Sure. Meet me at 4 at Nikolai's.
Nikolai's at 4. I'll be there.
Here you are, Lola. These are the pearls the police found in Waldo's car.
You're right. They're not my pearls.
I'm sorry, Lola.
It's all right. I still have the clasp that Johnny gave me.
Well, I'm happy if you are.
Happy? No, not quite happy. You see, this morning my husband told me that we are to separate.
I'm very sorry, Lola.
You've been very kind.
That's all right.
This is goodbye, I suppose.
Yeah. You'll never get over Johnny Dalmas. Goodbye, Lola. And if anybody ever bothers you again, let me know, huh? Name's Marlowe. Philip Marlowe.
I'll remember. Philip Marlowe.
I drove almost to Malibu and then I parked and walked out on a rock cliff jetting into the Pacific Ocean. Then I reached into my pocket and dug out the string of bohemian glass pearls that Lieutenant Ibarra had found in Waldo's car. I cut the knot at one end and slipped the pearls off, one by one. One by one, I flipped them into the water. A gull swooped down on them and then flapped up again, screaming indignantly. The phony pearls had fooled Waldo and Lola Barsley, but they couldn't fool a seagull. I said to myself, to the memory of Johnny Dalmas, just another 4-flusher. I listened a while to the wheeling seagulls. All at once, I realized that the wind had died. The Santa Ana had blown itself out. The red wind was done. It was over. It was cool again.
This has been The Red Wind, a Philip Marlowe story from the pen of Raymond Chandler.
That is our show for tonight. Give it up for our wonderful cast. It's Ali Costa, Andrew Landiger, Chris Malika, ladies and gentlemen, Christine Weatherup, and Shane Billings, folks. Lance Mandy and the Funhouse Fiasco was written by Jeffrey Adams and directed by Kaylor Myers. First Draft Playhouse, story by Jeffrey Adams, written by Pranksters Ink., directed by Kimberly Spohn. Red Wind was based on the story by Raymond Chandler, originally adapted to radio by CBS. Live music by Andre Felicities, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good thing I don't talk for a living. Production design by Megan Mead. Megan, we don't know where you are. Big hand for Norm, our man in the back, running the board. Additional writing done by Gabriel Malasic and Kimberly Spohn. Thank you so much to the Little Victory Theater here in Burbank. Tonight's event was produced by the absurdly serious company Pranksters Ink., presenting the work of the Icebox Radio Theater of International Falls, Minnesota. That's our show. Thank you so much for coming. Good night.